Turkey is a parliamentary representative democracy. There are 550 members of parliament who are elected for a 4-year term by a party list proportional representation system from 85 electoral districts. The president is Tayyip Erdogan and the prime minister is Binali Yildirim.
Turkey's influence partially stems from their massive military presence. Due to mandatory conscription, Turkey boasts the second largest army in the NATO alliance, besides the United States, with 610,000 active military personnel and the ability to produce advanced defense technology. Turkey appeals to the West as one of the few secular and democratic forces in the Middle East, while also maintaining a positive relationship with neighboring countries because of their 99.8% Sunni Muslim population. Turkey has taken an active role playing peacekeeper between East and West by mediating secret talks between Israel and Syria, as well as taking an active role in negotiating Iran's nuclear proliferation. However, in recent years, the Turkish president has spurned Israel in the Palestinian conflict and disowned Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Economically, Turkey is booming. Following the 2008 global financial recession, Turkey has seen faster growth than any European country and is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Additionally, Turkey is one of the few self-sufficient agricultural countries. However, much of their energy needs are still imported and they have limited domestic oil reserves. So what does this all mean for Turkey? On one hand, the country is in a state of flux with alliances to both Western and Middle Eastern powers. On the other hand, Turkey is deeply entangled in that same power struggle, as is evidenced by their recent difficulty in joining the EU. They're considered somewhat of a loose cannon by both sides. Although Turkey is indeed quite powerful, it relies heavily on their mutually allied status.
Turkey has alliances with Iran, Israel, Jordan, and the United States. Turkey is considered to be right-wing. The PKK, or the Kurdish-Turkish conflict, is an armed conflict between the Republic of Turkey and various Kurdish insurgent rebel groups, which have demanded separation from Turkey to create an independent Kurdistan and greater political and cultural rights for Kurds inside the Republic of Turkey. This main rebel group has caused a lot of conflict in the country. However, right now, the situation is under control. Turkey is very welcoming of refugees.
This is Bilge from TRT World. Now we are in Hatay, Turkish side of Turkish-Syrian border. So these people have left their cars here and they start walking towards the border gate to welcome people coming from Aleppo. Not even that close to the border gate, but this is already so crowded.
Ben Gaziantep'ten geliyorum. Buraya gelmemizin sebebi Halepli kardeşlerimizi savunmamızdır.
You can see the flag. This is the search and rescue team of the IHH. One of the NGOs participated in the event.
Turkey's GDP is $10,971.66 per capita. Their GDP is $717.88, and their HDI ranking is 72 degrees, or 0.761, as of 2014. Many refugees are able to get jobs upon entry into Turkey, and Turkey has set up a lot of programs to allow refugees to get great work applications and opportunities. Many refugee camps and rescue areas in Turkey have hospitals and emergency centers set up. However, in order for a Syrian refugee to obtain health care, they must be registered with the provincial DGMM Directorate and issued an International Protection Applicant Identification Card under the LFIP, which lists the foreigner's identification number, which is very important to getting health care in Turkey as a refugee. More than half of the world's out-of-school refugee children are located in just 7 countries, Turkey being one of them. In Turkey, only 39% of school-age refugee children and adolescents are enrolled in primary and secondary education. Turkey hosts 2.7 million registered Syrian refugees, and 13% are enrolled in school. 22 camps serving 210,000 refugees, mostly in provinces along its roughly 500-mile-long border with Syria. Kilis, opened in 2012, was one of 6 container camps meant to offer a better standard of shelter to incoming refugees. The largest camp in Turkey is Surak. Although a lot of refugees live in camps, it's only about 13%. Most live with the local population. It is contested whether Turkey is a developed or a developing country, but many organizations classify it as developed. This is because of its high use of technology. Overall, Turkey has been very welcoming of Syrian refugees and has become a true home to people that lost their own.
Living just a few miles up the Euphrates River from Syria, these border towns are as close to home as they can be.